Latte,
Hi, I'm Latte.
and we're here to talk about love. So, Valentine's Day is right around the corner.
What do you mean it's right around the corner? Do we have to walk or can we drive?
No, silly, I mean it's next week.
Oh, I know. Just making sure you know.
I always know Latte, but do you know what day it's on?
I know. But do you know?
It's on the 14th of February.
I was asking them, but that's exactly what I was going to say.
Sure, you were.
I was. It's written on my calendar. Now if I can just find it.
So, with Valentine's Day coming up next week, you may not be aware that as the years go by, Valentine's Day may become routine for you and your partner.
Really?
Just like a lot of other things.
Even sex?
Yes, even sex.
I hope that doesn't happen with us.
Me too. Hopefully we don't burn ourselves out.
Well, that's why we use lube.
Well, anyway, there can be a large amount of pressure to make the best Valentine's Day ever. But that doesn't always happen.
That's true.
But it is always better to do something from the heart, rather than something you believe is the perfect image of love.
And that's definitely true. Take it from me, because I know firsthand. Speaking of hands, I got a big job for you to do.
Oh, silly, not now. We've got to move on.
Well, I got something you can move on.
Stop, Latte. You're making me blush. And something else is happening too. Just think Niagara Falls.
I better go get a mop, or maybe a life raft.
Well, our first Valentine's Day was something out of a dream. Latte showed up at my house in a suit holding a big bouquet of red roses.
Yes, I did, and they were so expensive. But the pussy points I earned have paid me back tenfold, maybe 100-fold.
Wow, Latte, pussy points? You're something else.
Mostly ready and rigid.
Well, Latte had rented a limo and he took me out to dinner at this fancy restaurant. The place was so romantic. They had a little table set up with candles and orchestral music was playing. They had great Italian food and delicious wine.
Yeah, and with the limo, the suit, the roses, and the restaurant bill, I should have it all paid for by the time I'm 65.
Well, we sat and ate, and then later, Latte ate. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
It's okay. I think they know by now how much I love to eat.
And I love that you love to eat. It was Latte's Valentine's Day gift to me, and my gift to him was a lease to our new house.
Yeah, and we should have that paid for once we have kids, and they take over the mortgage.
Our first Valentine's Day was something out of a dream, and so was our second one. Both of them were just so amazing.
I thought so too, and after our second Valentine's Day, I'm no longer scared of heights.
Well, on our second Valentine's Day, Latte blindfolded me and took me on a long drive. I was so terrified.
Why? I would never hurt you.
Well, I knew you must be surprising me with something, but that drive was so long, and when I heard a cow mooing, I was wondering why you were taking me into the country. I started to think about that movie 7.
That's funny, because later it was my head in the box. But we were in the country because that's where the hot air balloon place was.
Yes, Latte took me on a hot air balloon ride, which was weird since he was afraid of heights at the time.
Well, I'm glad you weren't. That would have ruined everything.
Yeah, and I'm glad you overcame your fear, just for me. And so we went up in a hot air balloon. I always wanted to join the Mile High Club, but with how it is on planes nowadays, Latte thought a hot air balloon was the next best thing.
Unfortunately, the driver of the balloon wasn't having it.
Yeah, Latte had thought that they'd let us go up by ourselves and we could do whatever we wanted, but that wasn't allowed.
Like, what did they think was going to happen? We would crash and end up in a tree? Or land in a river? Maybe try to get it to fly us into outer space?
Maybe, but I would love to go into outer space. Zero gravity intimate gymnastics would be awesome. And it was okay we didn't get to join the Mile High Club that day. There wasn't much room in that basket, even if the driver wasn't there.
Yeah, we need room to stretch out, in more ways than one.
Well, after taking a 3-hour balloon ride and seeing some wonderful sights, the balloon driver took us to a small farm where Latte had it set up for us to have a picnic.
Didn't know I was such a good planner, did you?
Yes, you are. And we sat out in the field and we ate salads.
I love salad. Potato salad, macaroni salad, taco salad.
Yeah, me too. And Latte is good at tossing a salad.
Hey, they don't need to know that.
I'm sorry.
But we don't eat egg salad. We don't eat eggs at all. There ain't any eggs in our mayonnaise.
No, there isn't. And after we ate our salads, we had dessert. And then Latte had his own special dessert. Some pink pudding?
Yeah, and then Lemonade had a nice, big, thick, chocolatey eclair.
Delish.
These nuts.
Well, it was a perfect day. Thinking about it makes me tear up. And so was our first Valentine's Day. But neither one of those days seemed like they were truly from Latte's heart.
Well, they were, and I thought that's what you wanted.
They were lovely days, and we already discussed this. But what I really wanted from Latte was for him to paint a picture, not literally, of how he felt about me. How he felt about us, about our love, not something he might have seen in a movie.
I didn't see it in a movie. I Googled Perfect Valentine's Day.
And that's what I mean, something from you, not from some website. So Latte promised me that the next year I would see his true colors shining through, and that's why he loves me. Wait, I think that's from a song.
Maybe.
So the next Valentine's Day, I arrived home after a long day at work, and it was quiet in the house, which is unusual if Latte's home. But also what I didn't find was no romantic music, no love note, no flowers, no candy, no nothing. I thought, what kind of Valentine's Day is this? This sucks.
Yeah, but wait for the rest of the story. It gets good. Really good.
So I walk upstairs, and I still didn't hear anything. But then I heard a series of loud pops. They were coming from the bathroom. Then I heard Latte. He was grunting and groaning.
Yeah, I was in there taking a shit.
Yeah, so I walk inside, and Latte is sitting there, bent over, holding his knees, and sweating a lot.
Yeah, I was fighting for my life.
Well, it smelled like you were dying. So Latte looks up at me, and for some strange reason, he smiled. I'm thinking, wow, it must feel really good. I thought he was in pain.
But I was in pain. It felt like a UFC match was taking place inside my ass.
Well, I looked around, and there were candles lit around the bathtub. Latte had drawn me a bubble bath. He even placed pink and purple rose petals in the water. It was so romantic.
Of course, I'm the king of romance.
Yeah, but the smell in the bathroom was horrible. It was so bad my eyes started to water.
Hey, I sprayed the air stuff, it just wasn't strong enough.
Well, on the floor was a big basket of soap. It was wrapped in plastic and had a purple bow and a pink ribbon on it. Latte told me that because I love to be clean, and I'm always cleaning myself, he got me all kinds of soaps, liquid and bars.
Well, I thought maybe I could wash you up for a change.
So I got into the tub, and after Latte finished shitting and washed his hands, he washed my body. It was very romantic. Too bad I had to hold my breath the whole time.
Sorry, I opened a window.
It didn't help, but that was okay. It was a nice night. And Latte also had fresh veggies for us to eat after my bath.
Yeah, and when she got out, she made me get in so I could wash my stink hole.
Ew, Latte!
That's the word you used.
Did I? Oh well. But although it was a weird night, it felt more like Valentine's Day with Latte than those other two were.
A shitty one?
Oh, Latte, what am I gonna do with you?
Love me like you do.
Of course! Forever. You're an amazing person and an awesome lover. I don't know what my life would be like without you.
I feel the same way as well.
But I think our next Valentine's was the most fun.
Really? You were mad at first.
Well, Latte had called me and said he fell and I needed to rush home to help him. So I ran to my car and I hurried home. I was so scared. I was trying to remember my CPR and first aid skills.
I feel so bad. Hope you're not still mad at me.
No, I'm not. So I run inside the house and there's Latte standing with flowers in one hand and a box of chocolates in the other hand. But when I opened the box, it was empty.
Oh yeah, and here comes the fun part.
He says that there were chocolates, my favorite kind, hidden all over the house, and I had to find them.
Oh, she got so mad at me?
Yeah, I was at work and I thought you were going to die or something. I blew through like 20 red lights. Luckily I didn't get pulled over, but I probably wouldn't have stopped.
Yeah, and good thing you didn't call 911 to come to the house.
Tell me about it. Well, I didn't stay mad for too long, but I tried to hurry and find all the chocolates.
Yeah, I also didn't turn off the heat.
Yeah, and every chocolate I found had melted. I spent Valentine's Day finding puddles of Hershey Kisses, and I had to clean them up, and I still haven't found all of them.
Yeah, I actually found one the other day.
So did I. It was in my extra hair tie drawer. It had melted all over them. Ugh, Latte, I love you so much.
And I love you as well. But you know it was fun.
Latte, I never have a dull moment with you, and it was a wonderful Valentine's Day. Latte had made some veggie stew, and we had some delicious wine too. And you know what happened after that? Let's just say, good thing I remembered my first aid.
Yeah, I was injured for real. Luckily, I didn't need CPR.
So the thing I hope you got from this is that doing something from your heart is so much better than doing something that you think you have to, or living up to some crazy expectation.
Yeah, it felt a lot more genuine and a lot more fun.
Definitely more fun.
But joining the Mile High Club was much more fun.
Well, that's a story for another time. But it's good to try out things you don't normally do. But make sure it's from the heart, and it's not something that comes off as boring or fake.
Yeah, like our first two Valentine's Day. But the balloon ride was nice, and so was naughty time in the limo.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. The limo driver was less a prude than the balloon guy, but I think he may have watched us.
Well, we did give him a show. Just glad he didn't crash.
Yeah, good thing, but let's wrap this up.
Okay, this show is really long, but it is a special.
Well, as the years go on, Valentine's Day may become routine, but don't let it. Mix it up and have fun with your partner. Even though it's a week away, get to planning a fun day. And if not this time, then for next year.
I got a great idea for this year.
Oh, good. We'll talk about it in our next show. But for now, Latte and I are going to get out of here and do some recapping of our past Valentine's Day, especially the last half.
Oh boy, those are the best parts.
So have a happy Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day every day.
And remember, from now until forever, the first thing is love.